We got a lot of great comedians coming out for you tonight. First, I'd like to start by talking a little bit about myself. Maybe if I hold it down here. So anyways, I'm not from Brantford, which is pretty obvious, right? Right? Would you want educated? I'm just saying that, throwing that out there. Just to let everyone know, we got a birthday here tonight. Ron has turned 50 years old. Feel free to come and give him a prostate exam anytime, anywhere. He's been needing it. He's been putting it off for 5 years, so come on, buddy. Get her done. Get her done. I'd like to tell you guys a funny story about something that actually happened to us on the way here today. We were driving here, and my friend Kathy here, raise your hand, Kathy. Let everyone know this story's about you being retarded. Okay, so there's this random old man driving past on a bicycle, and she just gives him the finger. She's like, oh! And I'm like, well, why would you do that? Did you just give some random old man the finger? And she's like, no, you don't understand. When we were kids, he used to stand in his front door wearing a bra and panties and just stand there. Then like me and my kid lived right across the street, and she's like, that guy, I hate him. I'm like, why? Why would you hate that guy? Why'd you hate him?
Because he's perverted.
Because he's perverted, but he's letting everyone know he's perverted. All right? I'm cool with that guy. That guy's totally fine with me. Right? That guy's cool, right? It's the guys that are trying to hide that are the problem. That guy's letting his pervertness right out there. He's just like, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. It's the freelance sex offenders, not the registered ones that you gotta look out for. Those freelance motherfuckers are the ones, right? Those guys that, like, I grew up in a really poor neighborhood, and we had a sex offender living like 3 doors down, and everyone knew, don't go to that house, right? That was just the thing, don't go to that house. Why? Because he stood there in a bra and panties, and you're like, okay, don't go there. Maybe the same motherfucking old dude, who knows? That's not a thing. Like, if I can go the rest of my life keeping off that list, that's a great thing. Because I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen the registered sex offenders list, but they all look exactly like this. So I might just get on it by accident. Just walking down the street like, that's the ginger motherfucker right there. Okay, we got a great comedian coming up first. I'm gonna mispronounce her name, because I'm pretty sure she made it up. Laura de Labio? De Labio. De Labio. Fuck it, she'll tell you.
Hi, I'm Laura Labio. Thank you for coming. I don't mind when people can't say my name because I get to say it to you a lot after. It makes me feel good. It's Ron's birthday. Happy birthday, Ron. It's awesome. That's so cool that you're having your birthday party here. I'm going to have my funeral here tomorrow, coincidentally. So, no, I'm not. I can't die yet because I haven't accomplished anything at all. Like, I really don't stack up even to any of my peers. Like, I was home visiting the other day, and I found out that my best friend from grade 6 has 4 kids. My best friend from grade 6 has 4 kids. I don't have forks, so I'm not really keeping up at all, which is kind of depressing. But I've been feeling a little better because at least the weather's good finally, right? That's a big help. I had a really tough time this winter. I always do with the darkness, like the seasonal depression. But what's really hard is I realized I don't actually know the difference between depression and relaxation. There's a really fine line. All I know is that I spend October through March just lying down surrounded by snacks. I don't know which one that is, but it doesn't feel great. I'm not used to telling jokes with disco legs, but I'm just going to try to work with it. I wore dots to match. We're good. Only wore the dress because it's laundry day. Not trying to impress you. Sorry to disappoint. No, but it's warm. It's warm and it's great. I feel good. The sun is out. The sun is out. I'm getting all riled up. I'm attracted to everybody. Thank you. I actually, earlier today, got aroused plugging my earbuds into my phone because they just fit so well. It was almost too tight. Oh, no more disco. Yeah. Okay. So that was good. Turned on plugging my earbuds into my phone. No disco lights. I'm going to get right back on track for you guys. Kind of a weird thing happened to me though. Like I can tell everybody's turned on because of the warm weather, but it's coming out in weird ways. This week I was walking home late at night by myself, and this guy pops out around the corner and he starts to ask me for directions. Like, so mid-sentence, he's starting to ask me if I know where such and such a street is. And I go to answer him, but then midway through his first sentence, he turns around like, hey, excuse me, miss, you know how to just going, oh, you're so sexy, so sexy, what size are them tits? And like, why did you change your mind from asking me for directions to like street harassing me? And then I realized like, it's because you can't Google Map cup size. He realized he could only ask me one question. He went with the one that his phone could not help him with, so I support that, that's fine. I've been dating a guy who isn't into tits, which I find really weird. Like, I get if that's not your favorite thing, they're not the only good thing, but I don't get why somebody would date me if they're not that into tits. I kind of feel like that's like going to the art gallery if you're not that into paintings. I don't really know what else I have to offer physically. Like, my gift shop is for sure a tourist trap, so I don't know what he's doing. So I'm not actually getting laid that much despite all the spring horniness. I actually realized just at the very end of winter this year that winter is the good hookup weather. I didn't know this until the last minute. We had such a horrible, cold, awful winter, right? But if you can get somebody to leave the house with you, they're yours. They're trapped. That's what I learned on one of those minus 38 nights. The key is, though, if you're going to do that, if you're going to take someone out in the winter, you need to kiss them while you're still out in the bar or something to declare your intent, because then at the end of the night, in springtime, if you leave at the end of the day, you kind of make out on the street for a bit, but then you have time to think responsibly and part ways. But in winter, if you step out of a bar at last call at minus 38 and you like the person even a little bit, and minus 38 is immediately a come with me if you want to live kind of situation, and you just go to their house. You don't think about it. And walk of shames are not embarrassing when you have a scarf over your face. Double fisting tonight, that is also a good plan. I'm still going to tell you one more joke. I'm not going to double fist tonight. I'm not going to get double fisted tonight. I already told you I'm not really getting laid. I've been spending a lot of money actually on sex toys recently. It's kind of like, it's not cool to talk about money, but I'm gonna tell you, I've spent more on sex toys for myself in the last year than I have on shoes, probably my entire life. But that's not because I'm a fiend, it's because I'm classy and I like really fancy things. So before I go, I want to tell you, there's this company that makes solid steel G-spot probes. They look really pretty, they're heavy, they look like arts, they work really well. I'm really excited to go home. So that's nice, but the better thing about them is they're apocalypse proof. I don't know if you've thought about the apocalypse with your sex toys, but it's important because when the apocalypse happens, there's probably going to be this electromagnetic pulse and devices won't work anymore. And even if that doesn't happen, batteries are all going to be looted. Batteries are going to be running the city. Your rabbit's just going to be lying there dead, useless. You need solid toys for the apocalypse. Heavy enough, solid toys heavy enough to club looters with. I'm going to be ready and you're all going to be dead and without orgasms. But even if the apocalypse doesn't happen in my lifetime, this is still a really good purchase, and here's why. Because if you want to share toys, which if you spent this much money, you probably do, they're really easy to clean, metal toys, because you can like just throw them in the dish, in the like soap and water in your kitchen sink, scrub them up with dish soap. But if you want to be super careful, you don't need to do anything special. Like you don't need to buy a harsh chemical. You don't need to like break into a hospital and use like their scalpel sterilizing machine. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just boil them at home. You can just boil them at home. So I just want to leave you with this wisdom. If you buy steel toys, and I really recommend you do, and you want to make sure they're super safe, it's just as simple as getting a pot of boiling water on your stove, and then never making pasta ever again. Okay, I'm gonna bring our host back up here. I've been Laura Labio. Thanks, guys. Happy birthday, Brian.
Laura Labio, everybody. That was funny. You know, any girls in the audience looking to buy a sex toy, I will sell myself half price. Just remember, you get what you pay for. It's all right. You know, like, I was actually born really short. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Laura's taller than me, and it's not even the heels. Like, I'm not a short guy, but I am kind of Hobbit-like. Like, I'm like 5'8", but I got size 13 feet. I don't know if you guys ever, like, I don't know if you can see that from out there, but, like, yeah, that's not right. Hey, but you know what, you know what the big feet mean, right? Ladies, right? You know what the big feet mean? Short guy with big feet makes everything else look smaller. And that's terrible, right? Because, like, I was also born with giant testicles. So, hey, thanks for showing up to the party, boys. That's nothing, right? All right, but anyways, we got our next comedian coming up. He's a very funny guy. He's got one of them man things on the top there. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I don't get it. But anyways, very funny guy. Blair E. Clap! Clap! Hey, I didn't see you clapping.
What the fuck, man? That's not a way to bring a guy up on stage, man. He's got one of those man things on top of his head. I don't know what it is, and I don't get it. Blair E. That's a terrible introduction. And it's a little bit on the hurtful side, frankly. I've been rocking the man bun, or the mun, as it may be called, since the mid-'80s. Seriously, since 1988 at least. Off and on, periodically. You may say, inventor of the man bun. Ladies and gentlemen, for better or for worse. Guys, I don't even know how the hell I ended up being here today. Jesus Christ, this isn't the little thing you can just swing on, though. Eh? Nobody over 6'2" for this show. Guys, this is the limit right here. The bun's the test. Right there, see? If your bun can't clear it, then you get a fucking safety violation, guys. I get this message from Destiny Shackleton. I'm like, wicked, some porn star wants me to come to a show in Brantford. Fucking right. Sounds okay. Okay, baby doll, what do you want me to do? You want me to come down there and make all you people laugh and shit? She's like, yeah, please come down. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be great. Girl, like, Destiny's gonna be so shit. It's gonna be amazing. And I'm like, so, baby doll, how much you pay? She goes, nothing. What? On a Saturday night? Good golly, nothing? You're gonna come here for free and let people talk over your shit for half an hour? And not pay any attention to you for nothing? You're gonna spend like $50 on gas to get down here for nothing? And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you let me sit on it? Why don't you let me just decide last minute if I can't get anything better going? Because I'm still curious, right? Because Destiny's a pretty hot sounding name. And I'm like, okay, fucking right, man. All right, if it comes up, if on Saturday, I get to Saturday, I'll go to Brantford and I'll do the show. And then I'm like, I'll bounce around my buddies. See who's been down to Brantford for a show at old Manny's place. See how, the guys, what do you think so far? You did the show last week, how'd you feel about it? Dude, do not go there. Don't go. Just don't do it. It's scary, they said. I don't know what kind of, like, these are Jewish people. They're pussies, man. That's the only explanation I can possibly come up with. It's a horrible thing to say. But it's just, that just happens to be who I spoke to, I guess. Only in my Jewish friends have they said that. Scary. I don't know why. I think they would be tougher than that. But so I'm like, you know what, though? I'm not going to go. I'm just not going to go. It's okay. I didn't say I was going to go. I didn't commit. I just said, maybe I'll come by. Maybe I won't. I'll keep it open. All right? I'm flipping through the internets the other day, and what do I see? A poster comes up. Top of the fucking page. There's Blair Streeter's face. And but like you could tell there was some consideration given to the fact that I might not show up because it was the smallest. It was at the top of the page, but it was also the smallest picture. It was like all the pictures were like normal size, and then like there's like just like this part of my face. It was like super close up and in a square like smaller than a stamp. It was bizarre, and my name's on it, and I'm like, I never agreed to be on this show. Why? I know what's going on, and then I'm like, so what do I do? Do I call and say, hey, do I not go? I'm not going to go on the show that doesn't pay, that I never agreed to, and I'm going to send a message saying that I'm not going to come out? No, because I'm a friggin' professional. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to tell you in person that I'm going to come out here. We're going to do a half-ass job because it doesn't pay. So no. If you don't laugh, you can talk to her. I don't care, because I'm only half-assing it anyway. You guys want to see the real deal? Come out to a big Blair Street production that he's getting paid some money. And I'll fucking perform. I'll be your dancing bear. I'll do whatever the hell you need me to do.
He's going to play a little game show. All right, then how about you and you? Come here. Come here. Come here. All right, here we go. We have a little bit of a game show here going on. Okay, tell everyone your name.
Kathy, Sherry.
Kathy and Sherry, you guys are going to have a swear-off. You guys are going to say the worst possible thing you can possibly think of. And it's a one-upmanship, right? Okay, all right, so here we go.
Cocksucker. Motherfucker. Cunt. Asshole. Scrotum.
Oh, that was a suggestion from the crowd, which was good. How is scrotum worse than cunt? I don't get that. Okay, all right. Well, you see, being a straight man, I understand why scrotum is worse than cunt. But, okay.
Piece of shit.
Dick licker.
Dick licker. Dickwad.
Cocksucker?
I already said that.
No, I said dick licker.
She said dick licker.
Twat. Fucker.
You guys are getting worse at this. All right, let's give a shout out to Tourette's. Everybody, Tourette's. It's fucking awesome. All right, thanks. Karen and Sherry, you guys kissed your moms with that mouth. Awesome. Okay, we got a really funny lady coming on. She's going to blow you away. I can't believe I got to look back at my notes to remember her name. Because she's exceedingly cute, too, and I usually remember those names. Sarah Ashby, everybody. Put in Sarah Ashby. Sarah Ashby. Sarah. Still, you didn't clap.
All right. Hey, Brantford. How we doing tonight? All right, you guys still in this? Everyone's... No? Oh, that's terrible, because I'm going to come up here and talk for a little bit. Brantford, y'all looking great tonight. Everybody's having a fun time. I'm sorry, I'm very weirded out. I don't know what just happened before I came on stage. But let's just get into it. Have you guys been enjoying the nice weather lately? Warming up? Know what that means? Shorts season is coming. Who wears shorts? Me, because none of my shorts fit me properly. I got a weirdly proportioned body, so when I wear shorts, they ride up and my thighs rub together and they hurt real bad. They start chafing, start bleeding. Gotta put Band-Aids there, and I go out in public and people are like, "Geez, Sarah, what happened? Did you get fingered by Edward Scissorhands again?" No. I think I also hate the summer because I'm this disgusting shade of pale. But I'm not like a pretty pale, right? I'm not like a porcelain doll, so dainty, so feminine, so beautiful. I'm like this disgusting uncooked chicken pale. Like instead of going to a tanning booth, I should just hang out in the Swiss Chalet rotisserie for a little bit. I realized that the only reason people take pictures with me is so that they look more tan in comparison. How'd I find this out? Looked at my family's Christmas photo this year. Everybody looked like they just came back from Florida, except for me, who looked like I just got home from sick kids. Now, I used to think it was genetic, too, until I saw a picture of me and my younger brother who lives in the basement and has seen the sun twice in his life, and he had more color in his skin than I did. So I'm like trying to pinpoint what's causing me to be this deadly shade, and I think I found it, guys. I think it's from a heavy diet of only rum and chicken nuggets. My body's way of telling me it's falling apart. I think it might also be because I've been smoking a lot of weed lately. Anyone else? I know Blair was just up here talking about it. Let's touch on it again. I like smoking, but I can't do it by myself because I get crazy paranoid. And it's not like paranoid, like where you and your friends laugh about it afterwards because you're like, oh, you're so crazy. It gets to the point where it's just sad. Like, I think if I smoke by myself at any point in time, a SWAT team is going to burst through my window and be like, you're going to jail. And I'll be like, no, please don't do that. So the way I combat this fear is after I smoke, I immediately go to bed. Because you can't get arrested if you're asleep, right? You know, like the cops come in, try to read me my rights. I'm like, oh, it's a lovely bedtime story. Instead of asking for like my lawyer, I just ask for a warm glass of milk and someone to pet my hair while I like doze off. I don't know why I would be scared of going to jail, you know? It's like basically the life I live now, like 8 to 10 hours in your room by yourself, little to no sunlight. No one sits with me at the lunch table because they're like, what's wrong with that girl? Oh, she's the one that thinks if you commit a crime and then go to sleep, it doesn't count. Don't know if she's stupid or crazy, but I'm not willing to take that risk. Do we have any pet owners in the audience? Yeah, amazing. All right, pet owners, I'm going to touch on this. I hate it when cat people and dog people argue over which one of them is worse. Because I have both those animals and I just consider myself the worst person because I don't stop showing people pictures of them, you know. I noticed something though, it's impossible to take a picture of your dog because dogs don't stop to think about the stupid shit they just pulled. Like when cats do something dumb, they have to sit and stew on it. Like my cat fell into the Christmas tree this year, stared out of a window for 3 days straight. My dog ruined Thanksgiving, didn't even apologize. I get a little bit emotional when I talk about my cat because he actually died recently. Yeah, it's been really hard. I'm trying to keep my mind off of it. But like, I don't know, I get emotional over the craziest things. Like I cried the other day to What's New Pussycat because nothing's new with him, he's dead. I found one way really helps keep my mind off of him though. Doing the sex helps. Doing that sex. And that's fine and dandy until the guy wants to dirty talk, because then he's like, ooh, your pussy's so nice. And I'm like, yeah, he was. Proceed to play a slideshow that's just pictures of him while Sinead O'Connor's Nothing Compares to You plays softly in the back. I'm bad at dating. I'm really bad at this dating thing. I'm really bad at booty calls. I don't get them. I like, is there a specific time to do it? Like, is it any time after 11 or between 1 and 4? Like, I feel like whenever I want to have sex with a guy, I just text him and I'm like, hey, sex at some point? And he's like, yeah, I'm free Thursday at 2. So it's basically like I'm making a doctor's appointment, which is normally what I do after I have sex. Like, I don't know, I can't even pick up guys at bars. I'm too anxious. I get too anxious about it. Which is weird because I'm not anxious that if I like bring them home, they're gonna like give me an STI or murder me. I'm nervous that if I bring them home, they're gonna eat the secret snacks I have hidden in my room. Now, it really says something about you when you're more concerned about fruit roll-ups than your own mortality. And I'm a big old bundle of nerves, and I really wish I wasn't. Like, I wish I was a badass. I wish I was a badass. I wish I was like a business tycoon or a grade 5 bully, you know? Like, I just want to walk into a room and make people uncomfortable. I don't know, I'm so bad at it. The only, like, badass thing I have done in my 21 years on this earth is tried and failed to start a Twitter feud with Katy Perry. That is it. And I was like, okay, I need to do something reckless. Let's be reckless. Let's get a tattoo. And I did it, and I was so proud of myself until I realized that it was the most generic white girl thing to get. Like, I don't know, I wish I was just like a badass bitch, you know, like Nicki Minaj. But I feel like my versions of her raps would be like, I never fucked Wayne, I never fucked Drake, but I fucked a guy in grade 11 band. Does that count? I'll end off with this one. Like I said, I'm really bad at this dating thing, and I think it's because I get put in a lot of awkward situations with guys. Like the other day I was driving a fuck friend home, and at that moment in time, every single radio station decided to only play love ballads. And like, I'm already crazy anxious. If a guy likes my status on Facebook, I'm like, oh, he wants to get married. I'm not ready for this commitment yet. So I had to say something because it was getting more and more awkward. So I was like, okay, let's just say something. Just say whatever. Just say whatever. So I turned to the guy and I was like, hey, if this were a movie, this would be the part where we fall in love. And he hasn't called me since. I'm like 90% sure because it was the wrong thing to say, but like 10% of me is holding on to hope that, I don't know, maybe we fell in love, maybe it happened. But it also got me thinking too, like I wish there was strong, powerful ballads about not getting emotionally attached, you know? So instead of songs like, I just called to say I love you, it's like, I just called because I'm drunk and lonely. You know, somebody I used to know is someone I used to blow. All you need is love is just, please wear a glove. Please do that. But it also got me thinking too about that Sam Smith song, the Stay With Me one, because he opens it up with, yes, it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand. Like, okay, Sammy boy, no you're not. The point of a one-night stand is you see each other, you do your thing, you never see each other again. You turned it into a hostage situation. This went from beautiful to terrifying in a matter of seconds. But it also got me thinking too that because it was a one-night stand, like maybe the sex for the other guy just wasn't good. So his response to the song would be like, oh, please just let me leave. This was not fun for me. You came immediately. And then just fell asleep. Guys, thank you so much for having us.
It was way longer than that. Come on. Sarah, it was way longer than that. My future ex-girlfriend, Sarah. All right. That was awesome. Okay, now we're running really late tonight. We got another guy who's going to knock your socks off. Fantastic comedian. Let's hear it for Gerry Hall, everybody. Gerry Hall! Mustache, I want to see. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
How you guys doing? All right, where's the birthday guy? What's his name? Ron. Ron, where are you, Ron? What? Son of a bitch, this whole joke depends on him being here. You guys, is he coming in? Oh, there, is that you? Come here, bud. No one's saying happy birthday to you yet. Come here. No, come here. We're going to do it. You guys want to sing happy birthday to him? I'm going to have you up here. You're going to be with me for my first show.
I have to get my beer first, then.
Well, you're not going to be up here for my entire set. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ron. You're 50, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. I say that because I'm actually close to this guy. Stay up here for a sec. I'm close to say 48 years old. And I don't know if you've run into this. Do you find that when you're at a place where there's like not people our age, you have trouble like associating with them? Like relating to them?
Not good.
Son of a bitch. All right, never mind. See, myself, when I go, like I do a lot of comedy, 48's old for a comedian. When I go places, I'm dealing with younger comics. Often they are talking about things like, the other day they were talking about music they like to have sex to. They're talking like Beyonce and Pharrell, which I might not even be pronouncing right. Like, I don't know, like me, how long, have you married?
Sure.
How long have you been married?
16 years.
Okay, well, me and my wife have been together since the 80s. We have sex to Guns N' Roses, right? Paradise City, right? Yeah, unless she hasn't like trimmed for a while, then it's Welcome to the Jungle. All right, thanks. Give me a hand. I actually swear when you get older, your friends start going through these midlife crises. Like a friend of mine was 40 and was bragging he was dating a girl half his age. Now it turns out he's in jail because he sucks at fractions. Alright, that's a math joke. Maybe I shouldn't have led with that. I don't know. Actually, you know what else happens when you get older? For me, anyway, you get fatter. Like, you can. I know what I actually look like now. I look like Wendell Clark if he just said, fuck it, I'm going to eat cheeseburgers. It's not genetic either. Like, my parents are thin. For me, it's because I eat shitty. My favorite restaurant is A&W. Like, I like A&W so much I can get past how they name their food. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, if you eat at A&W, you have to accept the fact that at some point they had executives sit around and go, what do you want to eat for, what do people want to eat? And someone said, I don't know, their family? We're okay with that. I got Mama Burger and Papa Burger are okay, but when they got to Uncle Burger, it got creepy. And now they have something called Little Buddy Burger. It's like they're just, like, grooming him. Like, I think Uncle Burger should warn Little Buddy Burger not to get in the bag with Uncle Burger, unless Mama Burger's around. I think A&W should have a MILF Burger. Yeah, the buns would be stale, but still good. So, actually been a good day so far. On my way here, stopped to buy gas, bought a scratch ticket, won $100. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like a lot of money, but, you know, from Hamilton. $100, that's like 9 Hamilton prostitutes right there. Like, I know the exact math. I know you give them 20, you get back change. And then you can take that change, come to Brantford, get a Brantford prostitute. Chances are she's pregnant, so it's kind of like a threesome. Actually, if you're gonna get a prostitute, the best place is Toronto because they're way better looking. But whenever you do that, it feels like you're gambling just a little bit. Like they take off their clothes and get down to their underwear, and at that point, it's like you're spinning a big roulette wheel. Come on, vagina, vagina, vagina. Ah, penis. Again. So my wife doesn't like it when I do the prostitute jokes. She thinks as I say them, it means I actually go and visit prostitutes. She's like, Gerry, how much money do you spend on whores? Well, your wedding ring was $2,500. So it's separated. No, actually, to get a true story, as of this year, we've been together 25 years. 25 years married, folks. Yeah, right here, yay! 25 years. Still have a really good sex life, too. We like to role play. Our favorite one, the one we do all the time, is where I play this guy who's a premature ejaculator, who cries, and she plays this really disappointed woman who dreams of a black man. Stop being a premature ejaculator. I joined a support group. We have meetings, but they don't last very long. I've never been good at sex. That's a hard thing for me because I've never, like, I love the female anatomy. I just don't understand it. Like, my wife she was like trying to explain to me, and so have all my other girlfriends I've ever had. They said, you just got to find the clitoris. That's the main thing. But everything kind of looks the same down there. So my wife kind of said, well, think of it like a really fun game of Where's Waldo. Like, I don't think you want me to do that because you don't know how I play Where's Waldo. Like, if I get mad and I can't find Waldo, I just slam the book shut. And if I do find him, I circle him with a pen. And now I had a bad effect on me because now when if I see a guy with a toque, I get all turned on. And if I see Where's Waldo book, I gotta find Where's Waldo. I gotta find him with my tongue. And chapters will kick you out. They will get you right out of there. All right, this is going swell. I don't care. I'm going home on Facebook telling everyone I killed. I don't care if you're not listening. I don't care. I guess I get a lot of Hamilton stereotypes. What I don't like the most about being from Hamilton is people will say, oh, you're from Hamilton. You must have a Tim Hortons in a block of your house. Like, no, there's two. Like, I spend way too much money there, and I don't... First of all, does anyone here work at Tim Hortons? Yeah? Okay, well, I'm continuing the joke anyway. Because I don't know what their I don't know what their hiring policy is at Tim Hortons. Like, let's see, you dropped out of grade 4, you're hired. Oh, you're a convicted sex offender. You can work at the back. Be that creepy baker dude. Oh, you don't speak English, you're hearing impaired. You're on drive-through. There are some good things about Hamilton. I made up a list of things, a couple of them. The first good thing about being from Hamilton is that if you ever get any kind of, if there's ever kind of any end of the world, like Mayan Armageddon or whatever, Hamilton would be just fine. Because I've read my Bible, and I know what happens at the end times is the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse come around. And I think they get to Hamilton and go, shit, we've been here. The other good thing, and it doesn't sound like a good thing at first, but if you tell people you're from Hamilton, for some reason they treat you like you have Down syndrome. The reason that's good is because you can get out of any social situation you want. Like if you're at a party and you're bored, you can just like pee on the rug. Because somebody will go, he's peeing on the rug. Somebody, shut up, man, he's from Hamilton. Oh. The other great thing about Hamilton is that we have the nicest and the kindest homeless people. I'll give you an example. We were, like in Toronto, they're super aggressive. I was coming out of a bank in Hamilton. It was during that super cold snap we had in February. Massively cold. I took $200 out, and the guy looked at me while I was holding the money. He goes, hey buddy, could you help a brother out? And I thought, yeah, I could. So I took the 20 off and I sent it to my brother. Because it was weird. Like he was so nice. I didn't even think he knew my brother. That was weird. And then my brother, he called me and he goes, "What did you send me $20 for?" I said, "A homeless guy told me to do it." And I said, and he goes, "Well, you should go thank him." So I did. No, I'm just kidding. He's dead. Okay, clearly I misjudged some of you on that one. All right.
This guy or
All right, it's not the worst I ever misjudged. You know the worst I ever misjudged anyone was when I was watching too much porn, and I thought my wife might like that facial thing. She did not. No, she's just mad that I woke her up. Yeah, well, don't fall asleep in church then. All right, what else? I'm supposed to do 30. Oh, God, what time is it now? Oh, good. All right, I'm a probation officer by day, by the way. That is my day job. That means I deal with a lot of scumbags all day long, guys who beat up their wives, slap around their girlfriends, talk over a comedian. The guys who beat up their wives, slap around their girlfriends, and that makes my skin crawl. Like, I go home and I tell my wife, no matter how much we argue, no matter how much we fight, I would never ever hate you. But I know people who will. Thank you. I'll wait for a couple of people who got that. That was great. There's like 5 people listening. 2 of them got it. That's the ratio I aim for. I have a couple of kids, which is kind of cool, and they're getting older. Because I hated watching the little kids' TV shows. The one I hated the most was the one with the little lamb puppet. You know what I'm talking about? Lamb chop. Like, isn't that sick? Like, why are you naming it the food that it's going to become? You don't do that with anything else. You don't name your goldfish fish stick. You don't name your cat Moo Moo Guy Pan. I do have a dog. It's true what they say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's absolutely, because my dog is 8, and for the last year, I've been trying to teach him how to block a kick. He's not getting it. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't kick my dog. Oh my God. I have a cat and kids. My dog got a skin disease where his fur started falling out in clumps, and there was a shampoo we could get to cure it, but it was really expensive. So we saved a lot of money. We just renamed him Patches. I come across as Annie Dog. I'm not Annie Dog. Actually, it's getting summer now. I should remind you guys, if it's a really hot day, don't leave your dog in a hot car. When it's 90 degrees outside, you know how hot it is inside a car? 150. And you have to cook a dog at 350 or you'll get sick. It's like, this is so awesome. I got 2 good tables here, and a bunch of indifferent people. This is fantastic. My kids are, my daughter's dating age now. Actually, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about naming your kids. You got to be careful when you name your kids, because we did something. We got that baby book. You know what I'm talking about? The baby name book. It tells you all the names, what the origins are. And we wanted to name our kids after our core values, because that was important to us. So we got the book and we said we're going to look through till we find the absolute perfect name. But we're both a little ADD. So my daughter's name is Elena. She was on page 2. 5 years later, my son came along. We thought this time for sure we're going to pay attention. And we're going to really... anyway, long story short, his name's Alex. Which is like a couple notes down on page 2. Like, it's just that book is so boring. Every name is like, John, Mighty Warrior, Steve, Strong Warrior. It's always positive. Like, surely there's some negative names. Like, Bruce, borrows your stuff, doesn't return it. Kevin, dated your wife before you did. Won't stop talking about it. Yeah. Susan, bitch. That'd be something. Tommy, deaf, dumb, and blind kid. He'll play a moon pinball, though. Yeah, there's like people back there that would know that reference, but they're not listening. Younger people just say, what the hell are you talking about? It's a Who reference. Here's it. A friend of mine named his kids after famous Canadians. Named his son Maurice after Maurice Richard, the hockey player. Named his second son Lester after Lester B. Pearson, the Prime Minister. And named his third son Theodore after, like, the chipmunk, I guess. Right? But here's the thing. If you shorten Maurice, it's Mo. If you shorten Lester, it's Les. And if you shorten Theodore, it's Ted. He named his kids Molested. Which we thought was like this bizarre coincidence, but it turned out when he had his fourth kid and just named him Victim 4. I said, I phoned the police. I said, there's something going on here with my neighbor or whatever. And he goes, well, what's his name? And I said, Peter. Well, what's his last name? File. Peter File. Oh, fuck. Should have picked up on it myself. My daughter's dating age. And that worries me because I'm worried she'll date a guy that doesn't respect her. Like, I don't want her to date a guy and we'll be sitting on the couch and he'll look at her and go, hey, make me a sandwich. Right? That would piss me off. You're like, shut up, you little freak. What do you think you're talking to? That's my daughter. You want a sandwich? You tell my wife. She's always on Facebook. That drives me crazy because there's people on Facebook who change their status like every 5 minutes. I'll give you an example. A friend of mine, she had a picture of her and her husband as her profile picture. Underneath, under relationship status, it said married to so-and-so. Last week, her husband up and left her, and the first thing she did was change her relationship status to say, it's complicated. Which would have been okay, except she also changed her profile picture to a picture of her and her dog. It's complicated. Pretty sure that's illegal. You have to move to Grimsby. I don't know, like, I can't even get, when I do get on the computer, I get to go through all this spam in my email. Like, lengthen your penis, widen your penis, Viagra get hard, Cialis stay hard. He's saying to my wife, stop sending me this stuff. My son, he's dating age now. He's 9. It means he got to have a sex talk with him pretty soon. And I'm worried about that because my dad died when I was young and my mom was too embarrassed to have the sex talk with me. So she had to do it she had to ask my uncle to do it. But he didn't even live in the same city, so he had to do it by phone. And he wasn't very smart. I don't think he understood what she meant by sex talk. Some of you guys are working ahead, right? Like, all I know is I got a phone call. It was like, so, what are you wearing? I had my own problems when I was a kid, too. I was dyslexic. And, like the letters all mixed up, right? I remember when I saw my first computer keyboard, I was like, holy fuck, they finally got them in the right order. Here's what, as a dyslexic, there's one thing I could never do. I could never commit suicide. Because I'd be embarrassed how the note would look. Like, I don't want to write my personal feelings, like, I'm in pain, and the next day they're reading it going, why did he write I'm a panini? I get asked a lot about my ethnic heritage, because I look really ethnic. And I'm proud to tell people I'm Irish. But again, people will come up and say stupid things to me, like, oh, you're Irish, and they'll make fun of my drinking. And I hate it when people come up and use Irish stereotypes. It makes me want to fight them. I almost got into a fight a couple weeks ago at a comedy club. the host was trying to kick out 3 drunk guys. None of them wanted to go, right? It was 1 against 3. And I thought, I can still throw down if I have to, right? So I went over there, but the situation de-escalated. And I'm glad because I realized I haven't been in a fight in over 20 years. Like, it's to the point now where when I make a fist, my body just assumes I'm going to masturbate. And if it turns out that if you make a fist and you're about to fight a guy, if you make a fist and you get an erection, you win the fight. Because the other guy's like, wow, this guy really likes fighting. And he just leaves, you win. Actually, people sometimes challenge me on the Irish thing and say, well, what have Irish people ever accomplished? And I got to admit, it's hard to come up with something. Even Scottish people cloned a sheep for crying out loud, right? It's probably just for a sex toy, but they did it. But Irish people, the only thing I could come up with we did was Guinness beer. Yeah, but I don't even like it. Like a friend of mine said, actually it was my brother, yeah. Because my brother said, you know what, it's great. And I said, you know what, it's thick and it's bitter. And he goes, well, Guinness is an acquired taste. Well, so is fucking semen. No one drinks a whole pint. Actually, someone came up and defended Irish people on that a little while ago. I did that joke and she came up to me, and honest to God, true story, said, you know what Irish people did make? I said, what? She goes, we made the Titanic. Really? You want to hang your hat on that? That's what you want to hang your hat on. All right, you know what? You guys have been a great audience. The 5, 6 of you up here, anyway. I've been a great audience. I'm getting the time signal. We got a band come on. You guys are going to have a great night. Thank you very much.
Gerry Hall, everybody. Fantastic. He's right, though. Half you people aren't even listening to what I'm saying. Because I put bombs in all your cars. See, nothing. No mass panic, no nothing. Anyways, that's been our show for tonight. Support local comedy. Thank you for Manny's Place. Let's give a big hand for the comedians. Everybody, come on. Thank you very much, and good night.